At power forward, 6.
We know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talked to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
Now the starting group for the visitors. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. To the inside. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Pass to Yao. The jump hook, and that one good.
So this is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
Brownlee misses the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to E. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Yao brings the double team. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the wing right side. Plenty of space. That one goes in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Elbow shot. Doesn't go that time.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
That one goes. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Six on the shot clock. Pass to Wang. The three. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
There's the drive. Fires the three. Rebound by Yao Ming. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint. Here's E. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Shoots the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Yao. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. 43% since taking the floor today. Can't hit from the corner.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Pass to Wang. There's the three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pass to Lue. Just 5 to shoot. From about 19 feet, Lue can't get it to go. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. To the wing on the left. From outside the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Driving in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
High post try. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Wang. Lets the 3 fly. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
And so here's the home team. 3-point lead.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. John Collins grew up playing soccer and goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Guys, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Over to the left wing. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Fernandez. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pulls up. Lou grabs the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pulls from the top of the key, and he drops that one in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter, and it's good for 2. He's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
And he gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Wang. There's a good screen.
Old team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Blue. Drills it from outside. Blue's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
1:31 left to play here in the half. That shot off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Yao. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Down low. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Yao.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Offensively, John Collins' game is tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Well, it sure is, Kevin, and I've always admired John Collins' efficiency. You know, I mean, he can make threes. He can create his own shot both in the post and off the dribble facing up and make mid-range jumpers. He's a great offensive rebounder. He's a lob threat. Really not much John Collins can't do at a very high level.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. What a terrific move that was.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Yao's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
"17 seconds left in the first half. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 9.
He's found something here in this second quarter. This is when you want to keep feeding him.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 3. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks so much, guys. Zoo, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just had to be ourselves, you know, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves on offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. These standings, they tell a story, and so can we, guys. Once upon a time, there was a trio of intelligent and handsome broadcasters.
And they lived in a luxurious studio and traded wisdom about the future of the NBA's best.
One day, the grandest of them all had a proclamation: get the ball to thy paint.
These types of stories, they tend to have predictable endings, don't they?
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the home team has possession. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Brownlee off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fades. 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
It's a close game here in New Orleans. He throws it down hard with one hand. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. And you take a look at this home team. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. Sitting there 4 spots below. To the left wing. 90 seconds now into the second half. Yao in the high post. Nails it from the high post. Yao's got 8 points.
Part of what makes Yao so dangerous, he doesn't have to be right inside to score.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. Good on the jump shot. 11 points in the game.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And he drives in, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Fires for 3. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. There's the pick. Brownlee. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's he. And Yao slams it in.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass, just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good, nice job down low.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's he. It's blocked, and so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
For 3. And that one is off. Gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Takes it off the glass. He's got 10.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Here's Fernandez, and slam dunk by Fernandez.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to E. Down low, here's Yao, and finished off by Yao.
And this is why Yao Ming is an all-star caliber talent, because of that ability to just dominate offensively.
Brownlee, there's the killer two-handed slam.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Now, here is Yao. He's got 14. Now, E. Launches a 3. Fernandez with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks for the lead. And it's good on the way in.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Wang. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Fernandez. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Let's go. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Lou is out there with Wang. Then there's Lou. Then there's Gian Leon. Thing is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And that one is hammered home.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wang's got 4 this quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
On Sunday, then on Saturday.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Leans inside. Offensive rebound. And it's Fernandez missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Lou. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Teams changing it up here. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. So it's the visitors now. A two-point game. Stolen. Brownlee. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's who. No good on the shot. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. To take the lead, it's good from long range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked. Fires the 3. He drills the 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And that time also a missed shot.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
It's off target. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
With the drive, rips it down with 2 hands.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game. That's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Oh, off the glass.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Jacks up a 3. And it's off. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's the break. Gets it to go. Down low.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Then they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game.